Hey guys, good morning or good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys are doing really well today. Hopefully you're enjoying the start to your weekend. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to get a quick collective reading for y'all. Thank you also for your input on my dream. My son did actually say Nikola Tesla. That's actually the first thing he said. Mom, that's Nikola Tesla. And then he started going into what it mean. I don't know why I broke it down to just manifesting, but it was a little bit more than that. I'm going to look it up, though. I appreciate the input. It's probably serious. This happens to me often, just so you know. I get so busy that I'll just blow things off and then they show up again. But I know it was a big message for me. Anyway, I just posted the reading that I did for you guys last night. So we are in flux. That's why we were actually at lunch last week. We were celebrating flipping our first house that we bought to flip together. So that was pretty freaking exciting. So a lot going on here. All right, guys. And actually, at some point, I need to tell y'all that story too, because talk about flowing. That was not on the agenda at all. And it was very last minute. My son approached me with that, but it just, everything, I just can't even believe the way everything just kind of, no, it took some sacrifice on my end, of course, but everything just ended up working together so beautifully and honestly. Especially in the end, obviously. We did something beautiful together, and the payout, it was very rewarding. So I'm ecstatic. Anyway, let's get back to the reading. Important to go with the flow. That's what I'm saying. Things can change at the last minute. You never know. But if you trust in the divine, trust in what you're getting, then obviously things can work out. That's what I'm getting. Here we go. Ex-lover, old spark. I don't even know why I grabbed this deck. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Blocked. Okay, so there's some kind of block here. Or maybe somebody feels blocked here. There's some kind of obstacles here. Travel, experience new things. Huh. Somebody feels blocked from your life, or maybe you're feeling like there's obstacles. Let me keep going, actually, between you and someone else. Yeah. Well, that's why. All right, somebody's leaving. Honestly, I just put up another reading, by the way, that I did last night. It did have to do with someone leaving, but this is something, I don't know, this might be something else here. There seems to be some kind of broken trust here. And that's created some kind of block with you and another person is what I'm getting. But I think somebody's over it. That's what I'm getting. Somebody's just wanting to kind of experience new things. I just cut on legal matters or disputes, though. Maybe this is something that's actually in court or will be in court. Yeah, honestly, I think somebody's about to run up on something different. Here I have the card of soulmate and everlasting. Yeah, and dating someone new. See, I think that you may already have someone actually that's admiring you. This could have been a blessing in some way. And maybe you're meeting this person actually as you're traveling. This is definitely going to be someone a little, I'm not even going to say a little bit more on your level. They certainly could be, but I feel like maybe it's going to be, and we'll get more cards to see, but I feel like it's going to be someone that you can trust. I mean, that's pretty important, right? I think someone feels here that someone else was disloyal in some way. There's some kind of, yeah, and they're definitely blocked from your life. I think you blocked them, all right? It looks like a soccer net, right? I think that's what I'm looking at here, right? A soccer net or something. Somebody is definitely blocked from someone's life. All right, let's see what this is about. Spirit. Oh, wow, yeah, see. We have the moon here, Scorpio, and then, of course, in the second house. Oh, that is about money, though. Maybe that's what you guys are, maybe there is some kind of legal matters here that's going on about money or material possessions here. It could be involving a Scorpio. That could be you or the other person, of course. It could be very emotional as well, not knowing exactly what's going to happen. There's definitely a lot going on in emotions is what I feel. And obviously, if it is about, I didn't flip that card, but I cut on the card of legal matters and disputes that are going on. I think something is trying to get worked out in that area. Somebody's severing something. This is like a, okay, I feel like this is a message that keeps coming through. Even in the last one, someone going on some kind of spiritual journey, but having to break away and just completely stop communicating with another. I mean, this is kind of what I'm getting, but this one seems to be taking it further. I feel like there's some kind of legal disputes or something that's actually happening here. So this could certainly be you. Something has to be wrapped up is what I feel. It could be highly emotional, okay, but I feel like it could also be like I'm clashing. There could be a lot of clashing that's taking place. So I don't feel like this is easy. I feel like this may be something that is not, I don't think this is something that's just flowing. Like sometimes you can divorce someone and it can be a bit, or at least both sides can be amicable about it. That's not what I'm feeling. It's highly emotional because there was betrayal. There's some kind of broken trust here. So maybe it is a divorce or splitting of assets. Someone definitely feels like they cannot trust the other person. And this person is done with that life is what I feel. They want to travel. They want to experience new things. They want to meet perhaps someone new here. I feel like this has lagged for a long time as well. Let me see. Let me start with these today. See what comes through, Spirit, for the collective. Wow. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this has lagged for a long time. Somebody could feel very imprisoned, or maybe they have felt imprisoned by their circumstances as well. Maybe it has to do with a child or staying for the sake of the children, staying in a situation for the sake of the children. That could also be these legal disputes or matters that they're trying to work out. You could have someone here that is trying to pull that card too. You can't see the child, or if you leave, you're not going to see the child. Somebody definitely feels locked in by something. And it's interesting because even in this, you can see the lock on there, but you can see the mouse as well. They don't like their circumstances. Like they feel like this is a nasty situation in some way. Maybe this mouse has been telling them, you got to break free from this, figure out a different way. This is not going to work. Maybe it has something to do with money. I do feel like something here could be tying up someone's resources as well. I don't know why I just heard pension. I don't know if someone is getting... Okay, so this could be a situation where they're working out the details of that too. Maybe pensions, where someone feels they're entitled to half of someone's pension or something like that. Look at this. Despair, whatever it is, someone is feeling despair over this. I mean, here's the situation. I think somebody's trying to take another person to the cleaners, but the problem is it looks to me like it might be out of a grudge. Now, mind you, I haven't thrown enough yet to know who did what here, who broke whose trust, who cheated on who, because it doesn't have to be cheating, but it looks like it could be. But there's some kind of broken trust. They may be blocking someone from seeing their child as well. I said earlier, you know, hopefully the child's not being used in some way as a pawn or something. It has someone in despair here. So I don't know where you fall at in this puzzle so far. This could be someone who caught their significant other, okay, cheating, and maybe has blocked them in some way and won't let them see their child. So it could be either like, let me get some cards on this. I'm going to say, Spirit, show me who is feeling. I see that it's highly emotional, but I feel like there's a lot of illusions around it too. With Scorpio coming out, I feel like there can be a lot of illusions, yeah, but like mystery that is surrounding it for some reason. Has someone else found their soulmate? Let's keep going. All right, Spirit, who's in this imprisonment? What is this about? Sagittarius, wow, in the first house. Here, hang on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, no, right over there. Thank you. Okay, What do we have? We have Sagittarius here in the first house, but we have Neptunian energy here. So this could be involving a Sagittarius that is actually going through this. I don't know which one is feeling actually imprisoned. This is what I'm asking. You could be feeling imprisoned here. This is about your identity, though. This is about your identity. And I don't know, where something feels very diluted in a sense. So there's something that's going on that you can't see a way out of if you are a Sagittarius, is what I'm getting, or whoever the Sagittarius is that's involved here. I can't really see. I'm not really seeing a clear, guided way out of this, okay? I want to say there could be something here that you're dreaming of, or something that you're wanting to do. Maybe you're wanting something different, or even to go towards someone else here, or to maybe you're admiring someone else here that you want to do. Maybe you want to experience some kind of new things, but you can't do this if this is for you, okay? And it's actually bringing a great deal of despair here. Maybe whoever the Sagittarius is knows that somebody else has an expectation, but they can't actually give to that person at this time. And it's interesting because if you think about Sagittarius's nature, it's a very fiery, kind of passionate nature. They like to go, they like to travel, they want to experience new things. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what's out here happening. Maybe they were doing that and some kind of trust was broken as well. I do feel there is a Sagittarius and a Scorpio that is involved, because it is coming out, or that's going to be highly aspected in someone's chart here. Someone is definitely feeling some sense of despair here. Maybe it involves leaving a child to move towards another person. But there's something about the situation currently that makes someone feel like I can't do it, or I'm just in prison. I don't think it's about the child in a sense, okay? In essence, can I leave a situation and still be able to see my child, or be in my child's life, something like that, without all the problems? But it doesn't seem to be that cut and dry for someone. There are some kind of legal issues that appear to be going on, or if not legal, there's definitely some kind of disputes that appear to be going on here as well. And it's making someone feel very overwhelmed, definitely in despair of some sort. But what do I feel like someone is waiting, or they feel like someone here is waiting, or having some kind of expectation, but they can't get out of a situation. That's what I get. I can't get out of this situation, whatever it is. And maybe with unexpected income, that is something that will actually help someone. Look at this change right here on the bottom. It maybe somebody is wanting to go in a different direction. Okay. Maybe it is just about traveling and experiencing something, but it could also be about, a person, or trying to start a new life. That's what it is. Maybe it's about starting a new life, meeting new people, connecting, because I do see a soulmate here. But I also think that someone may not know that they already have some kind of secret admirer too. I just feel like there's more than meets the eye here. It almost makes me feel like maybe somebody's been waiting on one person, and then someone else is coming along, because someone feels entrapped by their circumstances. I don't know. Let's keep going. All right, Spirit. What else for the collective today? Oh, that's for the collective. I don't know why I just saw a door slam into a car door. That was weird. Okay, so I don't know if that just happened to someone recently. Danger car door. All right, let's see. Yeah. See, this involves somebody's in some kind of financial loss here. Maybe some kind of loss of investment. See, that's what I'm saying. Someone feels entrapped by something. They may be being drugged through some kind of court situation or through some kind of dispute here. This is a person that's trying to wait to take some kind of action, but they're getting very frustrated because there's been some kind of delay here is what I'm getting. A lot of delays here. Wow. Okay. Well, this is definitely a person that's trying to control the situation, which is funny because I started the whole reading talking about the importance of being in the flow here. Okay, there's some power struggles between, if this is not you, this is going to be someone that you're dealing with, collective. Okay, there's definitely some power struggles here. Someone's trying to get out of this situation. I feel like this person honestly could have kind of a big ego. They don't want to yield to something. All right, let's keep going. Oh, okay. So it could be to this other person here. Wow. Yeah. They don't want to yield to something. Maybe they have to have their back up with another individual. I don't know. Maybe this is you as well. You have to have that, right? Where I'm trying to stay in some sense of control here, right? Because I have someone here that is very materialistic. They could be a gold digger, trying to take something from me more than what I feel like they need to have. It's funny that I brought up pension because that's for life, right? If someone gets part of your pension, that's for life. So it could definitely be something like that. Someone feels like someone hasn't earned this or maybe doesn't deserve this in some way. And this is a person, I think, that's trying to snap out of it in a sense because they're choosing happiness. I just want happiness in my life. I don't want to be about this anymore, okay? And it could be costing them a pretty penny or costing you, whomever, a pretty penny to get out of this because all you want to do is get out here and experience new things. I think you're tired of being tied down or bound to something, okay, that has cost maybe a lot of money. It may even require you to break some kind of traditions here. And I think whatever the situation is that you're trying to do or whatever this breaking loose is doing is actually breaking traditions here. So it could be causing a lot of deep family conflicts, and not only between you and one person, between you and several people. Okay. What else here? This may have to do with family. Yeah, see, you're tired of waiting though. That's the thing. You are tired of waiting here. You could be dealing with an Empress in reverse here. This is definitely about a love situation. I feel like you're detached. I mean, whatever it is, someone here is definitely detached from this situation. There's definitely been a breakup. There's a lot of discord. A lot of bad choices have been made in a particular situation. I feel like this has gone awry for a long time is kind of what I'm getting here. Understanding I have an Empress in reverse, this is definitely a strong dependence on other people, right? A very needy individual. This could be a mother as well. Maybe somebody's been supporting their mother or a parental figure in some way, but it could also be a wife, okay, or an ex-wife with the Empress in reverse here. Just somebody that's been kind of overbearing and smothering. Maybe that's what the argument is too about the child. Maybe that has to do with who should actually have the child. Wow, yeah. See, listen, somebody here, so happy to start seeing some upright cards. Okay. Somebody here is trying to release something else here and focus on self-love, focus on choosing happiness here. This is a person that could have been repressing emotions, I feel like, for a long time and just trying to kind of go with the flow, even though it made them feel very imprisoned. So maybe I'm dealing with someone here that is generally very devoted and, emotionally mature in some way and supportive, okay, is what I'm feeling. I do have Virgo energy here. I have Scorpio energy as well, which I know came out in the die. I have Gemini energy. I see Libra, Taurus, Aries, Cancer. We have Sag over here. We have Scorpio over here. I see Capricorn. Honestly, probably everything is here. I see Virgo as well. So I feel like somebody here is trying to gain a different perspective. I just want to choose happiness. I can't focus on this. So maybe this is somebody that's been focusing on this. Wow. So now I'm wondering if this is kind of in the background here. I'm focusing too much on this. I'm getting myself free. I can't hold on to any animosity that I feel about the way that a situation actually turned out. It's time for me to choose happiness, to let this go, to experience new things, to open myself up again. It's about moving forward. Yeah. The thing is, what you may not know is you probably already have someone that is looking your way and maybe wanting to connect in some way, shape, or form here. This could be a soulmate here, but I think you could find yourself out here ready to experience life again, right? Meeting new people or running across someone new here. It's almost like I got to let this go. Okay, it happened. It was tragic. It didn't need to happen. It didn't need to go down the way that it did. Can I teach myself? Can I release this pain and teach myself to, or allow myself to trust again, to love again? Okay. It is going to take some releasing, I think, of a lot of repressed emotions around a specific situation. And this could be very fresh, by the way. I don't know how long this has been. But there is some kind of forgiveness that is needed, not only of the other person. I'm not saying forget. I would never tell you to do that. I'm just saying forgiveness, so that you can release it, and also forgiving yourself in a situation for whatever happened here. And what's interesting here is someone may be choosing to be alone at this time, or maybe they've been doing that, okay, while they've been doing some soul searching here and getting some kind of spiritual illumination is what I'm feeling. And what's interesting is how we've stepped into this King of Cups energy. I'm becoming more loving. I'm becoming more supportive. I'm becoming more compassionate in a sense. Okay. All right. So what is next, Spirit, for whoever this is in the collective, please? Nice. Okay. So giving and receiving, generosity here. Yeah, you're leaving all that toxicity, but this is beautiful. You're leaving that toxicity behind. Okay, all the shadows that have been following you from this situation as you went through it, or if you've already been through it, all the shadows that have been following you as you've kind of held on to it. Okay, now that you're trying to release that, you're letting go of those thought patterns, that conditioning. You're choosing happiness. You're just choosing to release this pain, okay, so that you can actually be free and live your life. You're also throwing a lot of energy, I feel like, into your self-love, which is helping you to transition a lot of this darkness that has been around you, is what I feel. I feel like you have people around you that are supportive as well. Okay, there could be equal reciprocity, or just people that generally support you. This could be in a community. Okay, you could also be receiving some kind of material help as well. I wonder if there's some kind of, let me see what this says. I think you do have to try and get out of your head, because there is something here that you're worried about. It's almost like maybe you feel like you were under the illusion for a while, or maybe because you feel like maybe there's some poor judgment involved in whatever happened before. I feel like maybe you're being I just feel like you have very tough boundaries when it comes to that. Not for other people, but I feel like I'm almost blocking myself. I'm trying to get out of this thing where I'm blocking myself, but it's because you're protective. It's almost like I don't want to make that decision again, or I don't want to choose the wrong thing again. But if we tweak that a little bit and change it up, it took that decision to get you to where you are. Okay, I'm seeing an Emperor in reverse here. I'm seeing a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now on the bottom here, I'm seeing things flipped right side up, which tells me that we've learned a lot from this journey, right? We're not going to make those mistakes again, but we needed that to come out so that we could change that, so that we could latch on to something higher here to kind of pull us through. That's really what I'm getting. I think whatever this spiritual illumination has been has taught you that, yeah, I've grown so much from it, but there's still something in you that I feel like needs to be let go of. And I think that will happen. Just focus on forgiveness. just being the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, honestly. And that will allow you to kind of put your guards down a little bit and not be so concerned, because honestly, when we worry so much about not flowing and just, I can't make I can't make this mistake again, I want to say, it can actually stop our progress, because we won't let anybody in, or we won't let a lot of people in. But I see that you're doing that. So I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, let that down, because I do feel like what's happening here is that can actually disconnect you from others, because it blocks your intuition. And when our intuition is blocked, we're not usually flowing, right? Because we don't trust what we're getting. So if somebody comes into our life that is amazing, we're going to, well, this is too good to be true, because you can't see things clearly. So part of letting this darkness go is allowing people to actually give to you, allowing support to be around you, trusting that in some way, okay? Equal reciprocity. Being in tune also, let me say this to you, being in tune as well with your intuition is just, honestly, it's paramount in your life, because you want to be able to notice people when they come in, feel their energy, be able to definitely discern their energy very quickly, so that kind of, if there's any hidden motives, anything like that, instead of just assuming that they are. And I feel like somebody here has been in that state for a while. They just assume that there's just hidden motives in this thing. Yeah, some kind of dishonesty or fairness due to what's happened before, but that's not what's happening. Look, what's going to happen is, I think that you're going to be able to find, once you start dropping this stuff and the injustice that has happened to you and worrying about somebody's accountability in this situation, you're going to be able to find this divine love, some kind of happiness and emotional stability in your life. So somebody's been carrying around a lot. That's what I feel. Somebody's been carrying around a great deal, but it's all based on what has happened to them. And again, if it's fresh, then trust me, I know that there is a process to forgiving, to releasing. But if it's been a while, I feel like this is your message, and Spirit is saying to you, what you really want is to have something that's equal reciprocity, right? Equal give and take here. But in order to get it, you're going to have to let this go and put down your guards a little bit. It's good to have boundaries. You should always have boundaries, okay? Healthy boundaries, of course, but just being... just feeling like everybody's going to do you wrong or hurt you, or if I make this decision and it's wrong, it's going to cost me, all that kind of stuff. It does take you out of the flow, okay? And I feel like whatever you are flowing towards is actually quite good. So it is important to get through these things. Not only that, if they're still underneath, they're going to keep bubbling up, even in a new relationship, which could also create problems moving forward, right? Very interesting. Okay, let's see what else we have, Spirit. Let me see if I could get some advice for the collective. Accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward well. Be clear about your intentions. This makes us easier. It makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly, so be ready. See, I think someone is desperately trying to break free, because I do feel this is a mentality. I do feel this is due to past things that have happened, no matter how recent they are. I feel like they're passing, okay, in some way. And I can see that somebody is already in a state of reaching some kind of a spiritual illumination, or seeing things clearly and developing a lot of compassion, even for themselves at this particular time and what they went through. This could be a person that's generally very hard on themselves as well. But Spirit is definitely saying, we're helping you. Okay, be clear about your intentions, okay, because that makes it easier for us to help you. All right, and then doors will start to open for you, so be ready. And I know they're going to open, because we see complete emotional fulfillment, which is really what you've wanted the whole time, right? Okay. Sit in silence for a moment and listen. The answers you have been seeking are finally coming to you, and truly trust and believe that you are going to make it and be exactly where you need to be. We are on this journey with you. Hang in there. It's not much longer. Wow. I'm definitely going to end right there. Yeah. So this is a lot going on, I feel like, for someone internally. And God knows we all go through it to varying degrees, but it is time to really start putting your trust in spirit, is what I feel. Okay, and trying to get out of the emotional side of things and take some chances here. I think that's going to put you more in the flow. And obviously, the more that you can go within, sit in silence for a moment and listen, right? The more you're going to trust that anyway. And when you get these nudges, you're not going to feel like, well, it's a trap. Okay, you're going to feel like, okay, this is spirit. I'm in the flow. I can trust this. Let me take the chance. And let me say something to you also. When something really bad happens, sometimes we can do that in terms of, well, what if I do this and I mess this up? Or what if I have to go through this again? The truth is, we can always pivot. All right. Sometimes the reason we go through so much is because we stay in that energy for so long, trying to make something work when we see all the red flags, okay, that are opposing that. So sometimes it is good to go. I'm not saying jump and run every time something bad happens. I'm just saying if you see it all up front, don't try to push a situation. Put up your boundaries. Love yourself enough to walk away so that it's not hitting you so deep and you don't have to go through all these years of recovery, okay? All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Hopefully it will relate in some way. Let me know. I will see y'all soon. Bye.